Jai Shri Ram. This is a short recording on Veer Savarkar, extracted from a book written by Shri Vande Mataram Ramachandra Rao. The name of the book is Prince Among Patriots, Veer Savarkar. I've given you information about where you can get a copy, printed in Hyderabad, right? You can take a look at that later. Now, I'll quickly give you, in this book, he has compiled the date-wise events of Savarkar's life. So 1883, May 28th, Monday, he was born in a Chitpavan Brahmin family at Bhagur district, Nashik of Maharashtra at 10 p.m. 1889, September 9th, he entered primary school. 1892, his mother expired. 1894, at the age of 12, he composed a Marathi poem. The name is Savai Madhava Ravancha Ranga. Imagine, at the age of 12, he was such a prodigy. Now, in 1898, that is at the age of 16, Swadeshi Cha Fatka, he took an oath before the Ashtabhuja Devi to struggle for the achievement of freedom. His oath was, I would either die fighting in an armed warfare like Chapekar brothers, or will be victorious like Chhatrapati Shivaji and will perform Rajyabhishekam of my Matrubhumi, on my Matrubhumi's head. So, 1898, at the age of 16, he took an oath. I don't know what people do at the age of 16. You see, this is why he is a Janmajat patriot. Okay. Then 1899, September, father and uncle Bapu Kaka died of plague. He started the Rashtra Bhakta Samuha, a secret organization with the help and cooperation of patriots like Maskar and Page. And 1900, January, the secret organization Mitra Mela was founded. Mitra Mela, 1900. 1901, he married Yamuna Bai, daughter of Ramachandra Trayambak alias Bhaurao Chiplunkar, a Sardar in the state of Jawahar. 1902, passed matriculation. 1903, he took admission in Ferguson College at Pune, started the weekly Aryan Weekly, handwritten. Wrote poems. 1903, the Aarti of Shivaji Maharaj, Shri Shivageet, and also other many famous poems. Shivaveer, Shivaji the hero, Swatantrache Stotra, the Ballad of Freedom, Jayostute Shri Mahamangale. 1904, passed BA exam and converted this Mitra Mela secret organization into an international revolutionary organization, Abhinava Bharat. And he composed the poem, ballad, Simhagad, right? You know, Baji Prabhu, you see. Anyway, 1905, October 7, he performed the bonfire of foreign clothes. He was removed from the hostel and was fined 10 rupees for this act of patriotism. And his son was born. Prabhakar was Veer Savarkar's son's name. 1906, he left Pune for Bombay for LLB. He became the editor of a weekly Bihari publication of the essay Vande Mataram, where he described the glory of Mother India. 1906, in May, Pandit Shyamaji Krishna Verma awarded the Shivaji Scholarship given for foreign education by the recommendation of Tilak, the editor of Kesari, and Shivram Mahadev Paranjpe, the editor of Kala Marathi Daily, to Savarkar. June 9th, he left India. June 9th, 1906, he left India for England by the steamer Persia. While roaming on the deck in the starry night, he was inspired and composed the poem Tarakas Pahum, Marathi, on observing the stars. Perhaps the idea of the poem Mahasagar must have taken root in his mind at the time. And 1906, July to September, he wrote the biography of Joseph Mazzini, the liberator of Italy, the Gita of Revolution, a practical book on revolution and its activities. Next, he composed a Marathi ballad, a lengthy poem on Baji Prabhu Deshpande, the trusted Sardar of Shivaji, who saved Shivaji's life fighting at Pavan Khind, which is a pass in Sahyadri mountains, Pavan Khind. So you must have seen the movie also, right? Anyway, 1907 April, Printing and publishing of Marathi book on Joseph Mazzini, and Charitra Ani Rajakarna, Life and Politics. May 10th, 1907, he celebrated the 50th anniversary of the War of Independence of 1857 at the house of Sri Dwarka Das in London, and he took over the administration of India House, the hostel for Indians in London. And August acquired the details of bomb manufacturing. December 1907, VVS Iyer, another great revolutionary who was known as Rishi Iyer, joined Abhinav Bharat, the secret revolution wing. He later became the most trusted and prominent friend of Savarkar ji, VVS Iyer. Then 1908, February, he dispatched the bomb secrets to India along with Senapati Bapat, a trusted revolutionary leader and friend. 1908, March and April, completed the writing of the unique historic book, The War of Independence of 1857. Those rascals called it the mutiny, Sipai mutiny. It was not a mutiny. We were fighting for our independence. So Savarkar's book should have been taught in school, but it was not. Because our history was distorted by the Marxist rascals and the Islamic historians, whose only objective was to distort and produce fake history. So, the War of Independence of 1857, later on called as the Bhagavad Gita of the revolutionaries. The book was so volcanic that anyone who read it became a revolutionary. And anyone found with it was sent to Andamans for 15 years rigorous imprisonment. And just imagine, this is the level of censorship. May 2nd, 1908, participation in Shiva Jayanti celebration at London. October, translation of the War of Independence of 1857 into English from Marathi, as the same could not be published in India in Marathi. December, Guru Gobind Singh's birthday celebration, inauguration of Hindi Rashtriya Parishad. Okay, 1908, that was all in 1908. 1909, in February, dispatch of 21 Browning pistols to India through the hands of Chaturbhuj, the cook of India House. He was a cook, Chaturbhuj. And death of Prabhakar, his first and only son. And that was a sad event in his life. His elder brother Babarao Ganesh Savarkar was sent to Andamans, Kalapani, for life transportation. The question of conferring the degree of Bharat Law was under consideration due to his denial. Savarkar refused to take the oath of loyalty to the Queen. And Gandhi and Nehru took. I doubt if Nehru cleared anyway. Nehru failed law. Gandhi happily took the oath of loyalty to the Queen. So you know what Gandhi is now. So whereas Savarkar said, no, I will not take the oath of loyalty to the Queen. Forget it. So he was denied the degree, though he was the best. And he composed the poems To Prabhakar, Sagaras, Santwan, Consolation. Then July 1st, 1909, Curzon Wiley's murder in London, his assassination at the hands of Madan Lal Dhingra, another great patriot. No lesson in school. July 14th, 1909, they refused to give the degree, Bharat Law. July 22nd, meeting with Dhingra in Brixton Jail. August 11th, 1909, death sentence passed on Madan Lal Dhingra. October 24th, on the eve of Vijayadashmi, Savarkar's speech under the presidency of M.K. Gandhi. November 21st, the life sentence of Baba Rao, elder brother, was confirmed. December 21st, district attorney of Jackson of Nashik was assassinated, shot dead by Anant Kanhare. 1910 January, Savarkar became sick due to pneumonia and was under treatment in the hospital of Dr. Mathur. He started writing the history of Sikhs. The French translation of the War of Independence of 1857 was also published. He composed several poems, Murti Duja Tave, Atma Bal, and due to ill health he went to Paris to take rest and recoup his health. March 13th, arrested at London station on the arrival from Paris, composed the poem Maje Mrityu Patra, my death letter. July 1st, sent to India for investigation by the steamer Moria. July 18th, he jumped into the sea while reaching Marseilles at a French seaport. He swam the sea, entered the French territory, but was again caught because of a traitor in the group. Some rascal, for a few dollars or few pounds or French currency, he sold the identity, and Savarkar was arrested again on the foreign soil of France. July 22nd, he was brought arrival at Bombay by the steamer Shasti, sent to Nashik jail, sent to Eravada jail in August. September 13, barrister Baptista Savarkar's defense pleader met him, Eravada jail. Savarkar's hearing of the case started. December 24th, sentenced to life transportation and sent to Amandas. All his property was confiscated. Andamans he was sent. 1911, July 31st, sentenced for second transportation of life. February 24th, 1911, Hague court's decision went against him. 1911, June 27, sent to Andamans by the steamer Maharaja. July 4th, reached the cellular jail in Andamans. November 14th, 1911, November, India's Home Minister Reginald Craddock met him in Andamans. Letter to the Government of India about the First World War. 1915 December, arrival of Bhai Parmanand in Andamans. 1917 October, letter to the government expressing his views on the Montague Chelmsford reforms concession. 1918 he fell sick again in Andaman. 1919 April, Babarao Savarkar's wife Yeshuvahini passes away. May, Dr. Narayan Rao, younger brother and wife Mai Savarkar met him in Andaman. He composed the poem Maranonmukh Shayyavar, on the deathbed. 1920 November, Dr. Narayan Rao Savarkar met for the second time and submitted an appeal expressing concern about Savarkar's failing health. 1921 a bill for the release of Savarkar was presented by Rangaswamy Iyer in the Council of State. June, defamation of Savarkar of this by the paper Capital and the subsequent public apology. 1922 he completed the ideological book Hindutva. Everyone must read this. 1923 December, transfer to the jail of Eravada. 1924 January, released on condition of not participating in politics and staying in internship in Ratnagiri district. He published the poetry book Gomantak. 1924 August, he was presented a purse of 12,000 on behalf of Maharashtra state by Dr. Munje. 1925 January, daughter Prabha was born. Agitation for the abolition of untouchability, beginning of writing on social upliftment, beginning of Hindu Ganeshotsava. 1926 he started writing in the weekly Shraddhananda. 1927 Gandhi came to Ratnagiri to meet Savarkar. The drama Ushashap, based on the theme of removal of untouchability, was staged. The autobiography of Ideal, part of his stay and sufferings in Andamans during 1910 to 21, My Transportation to Life, was also published. 1928 March, Mazi Janma Thepa, his son Vishwas was born. 1929 beginning of Hindu Ganesh Utsav celebration at Ratnagiri. 1930 he arranges mixed dinners of the touchables and untouchables. 1931 February, inauguration of the Patita Pavan temple and holding a conference for the abolition of untouchability, publication of the drama Sanyasta Khadga and staging of the same. 1932 arrested due to doubt and imprisoned for 15 days on the eve of the attack on Switzerland, a sergeant at Bombay. 1933 publication of the third drama Uttara Kriya and the collection of the poems Ra Phule. 1934 publication of the longer poem Khanda Kavya Kamala, written on the jail walls of Andaman. Look at the memory. I mean, this man is a genius, born Janmajat, a patriot, and amazing. May 10th, never say die spirit, you see. This is what we need. Every Hindu should be inspired by Savarkar to fight back and live for the nation. Otherwise, your life is a waste. 1937 May 10th, unconditional release by the Cooper Janmadas Mehta cabinet. Tour of MP and Berar. He was elected president at the Hindu Sabha session at Karnavati, that is Ahmedabad. And August 1st, entry into Tilak's Lokshahi Swaraj Party. September, he fell sick due to typhoid. November, became the president of MP and Berar Provincial Hindu Sabha, publication of his novel Kala Pane. 1938 January, he became the president of Marathi Sahitya Sammelan at Baroda, and he undertook an All India tour. 1938 April, elected president of the All India Marathi Sahitya Sammelan at Bombay. 1938 May, demand for removal of the ban on the possession of arms, demand for the cancellation of Arms Act. August, speech at Tilak Anniversary at Pune. September, touring of Sindh Dayananda Dalitodhar Conference. October, declaration of Bhagyanagar Satyagraha at Pune, speech at the session of Arya Samaj at Sholapur. December, presided over the Nagpur session of All India Hindu Mahasabha. 1939, discussions with the Viceroy about the agitation against the Nizam of Hyderabad, attack on the procession of at Meerut, presided over the All India session of Hindu Sabha at Calcutta. 1940 to 40, tour of South India, president of Hindu Sabha session at Madurai, speech at Madras Beach on the politics of Shivaji. 1941, centenary celebration of Nashik Library and Reading Room, inauguration of a national and revolutionary poet of Maharashtra, Kavi Govind's statue, half statue. Satyagraha at Bhagalpur, arrest and release. 1942, elected president of Kanpur session Hindu Mahasabha. 1943, great reception on the eve of the completion of 60 years. A purse was offered by N.C. Kelkar. He became the president of All India Hindu Sabha session of Amritsar for the 7th time in succession. August, reception at Nagpur and conferring the honorary degree by Nagpur University. November, presided over the centenary celebrations of the All Maharashtra Natya Sammelan at Sangli. 1944, December, inaugurated the All India Bilaspur session of Hindu Maharashtra, presided over Satyartha Parishad. 1945, March, death of elder brother Ganesh Savarkar, also known as Babarao Savarkar. May 28th, on the eve of the 63rd birthday, a purse of 50,000 was presented for Hindu organizational work for the sake of Hindus. 1946, ill health and calls for discussion regarding independence by the Parliamentary Committee. 1946 April, ban on his literature was lifted by the Bombay government. 1947 August, welcomed the Independence Day by hoisting the national flag along with the Bhagwa Dhwaja on his residence and honored the motherland with the slogan Swatantriya Lakshmi Ki Jai. Swatantriya Lakshmi Ki Jai. That was the slogan he gave. 1948, February 5, arrested under Security Act after the assassination of Gandhi. 1949, May 10, released honorably from the Gandhi murder trial. My Memories, Bhagur to Nashik, autobiography publication. And many scoundrels today, I don't want to name them, still say that Savarkar was involved, Golwalkar was involved. These fellows, I do not know how we should deal with these rascals. Anyway, October 19, 1949, death of younger brother Dr. Narayan Rao Savarkar. 1950, April 4, arrested again, kept at Baligaon jail, released on the eve of Liaquat Ali talks at New Delhi. 1951, efforts to raise funds to erect a memorial for the revolutionaries at Nasik. 1952, 10 to 12 May, the concluding valedictory function ceremony of the revolutionary Sangata Samarambha, organization of the Abhinav Bharat at Pune. A valedictory function offered homage to those revolutionaries who laid their life in the freedom struggle. A pillar was raised in honor at Pune. Pune municipality was the first in the country to honor the existing revolutionaries. May 10, 1952, inauguration of the Abhinav Bharat Smarak Mandir of Nasik. This is a place we must all go, and the names of revolutionaries are all put there, inscribed there, more than 100. Anyway, many more are there, but we don't know the names of all those people who laid down their lives so that we can live freely today. So, Abhinav Bharat Smarak Mandir at Nashik, please visit that. 1952 November, meeting with the Sikh leader Master Tara Singh Ji. December, speech at Pune on the subject change of religion is change of nationality. 1953 January, he gave a word of alertness warning to the government of India. 1954 February, presided over the Silver Jubilee celebration of Patita Pavan Mandir, a temple built by him during his internment at which was built to be kept unrestricted at Ratnagiri, Patita Pavana Mandir, Ratnagiri. 1954 August, chief guest at the Shuddhi ceremony of the Christian fishermen. 1955 July 23rd, presided over the centenary celebrations of Lokmanya Bal Gangadhar Tilak. 1957, presided over various functions of the centenary celebrations of 1857, the War of Independence at Meerut and Delhi. 1958, 75th birthday, Amrut Mahotsava. 1959, October 4th, the Pune University honored him, conferring the honorary degree of D.Litt, returned the confiscated degree with honor, which was confiscated for his participation in politics in 1906. 1960, December 24th, Mrutyunjay Divas, the day of his real liberation from Andamans, if he would have completed his tenure of 2 decades of imprisonment. 50 years, imagine. 1961, January 15th, the great reception at Pune on the eve of Mrutyunjay Divas. 1962, October, the governor of Maharashtra honored him at his residence. 1963, April, publication of 6 golden epochs of Indian history. May, 81st birthday celebrations. November 8th, demise of Mai Savarkar, his wife. 1964, the government of India honored him by giving him the honorarium. 1965, expressed happiness on reaching India. 1966, February 1st, he fell ill and he began Prayopavesham, and February 26, 1966, the end of the era, he left for his heavenly abode. What a man, what a phenomena. It is difficult to control my tears. I have never come across such a man. And how could he achieve so much in one life? And adversity brought out the best in him. Never took a back step. Oh, what a patriot. Why don't we have lessons in schools? Hey Ram. Jai Shri Ram.